Hello guys, this is Kermani Games, and on today's video I would like to present you a resume about how was our DD. Some people are curious about, so I just would like to tell about an overview. So we face server 162 mainly. The other two server 143 and 183 was too small compared to us, so they were at the very bottom of the stellar glory, so it was not exactly a competition. The competition was like just a 1v1 against 98 against 162. That was the DD. So first I would like to show the servers, so let's show you. This is how our server looks like. So you can see we have some players around 250 mil, right? Other players is there 237, 224, 200, and then me 200, and that's going on. And this is kind of how it looks like our server. Many players are already very down in power because of the fights. So after recovery, we're gonna have a different numbers, but it's just to you guys see how it is. Our alliance power is 13.2 billions, and we have a second that is only 3, oops, that's only 3.3 billion. This is us. Our merit wise is like this. So this is our merit list, and then let's show you how is 7162. So this is server 162. They power list is very close to us, right? They have a Korean guy that, sorry, I can't remember the name. Louis translate to me one time, but I can't remember. I'm so sorry. And then it's Louis, that's also a very powerful guy, and some players now that is around 200 mil, and they also have very strong players overall on their list. So it's a very similar server. We're very close each other in power, and let's show then how is the total power of the alliance. This is the alliance. They have a main alliance is 13.8 billion. It's almost the same as us, 13.8. Then there is a second with only 2.4. So they also, just like us, is a very stacked, just one main alliance. And this is the merit list of the big guys. Also looks like ours merits. So it's a very similar. They have higher merit overall on the higher players, but was very similar. So let's go now to check the map of DD. So how things start, on the things start, we were on this side. So oops, sorry. So at the north was us in 98, and then 162. It's here on the left side, right? On the south is one of the small lines, and on the right side it's also another small line. So the war was starting size after the day one when the gates also open. We had some field fights, and we start to march to fight for the tower of rotation, and we both choose a little bit different path. We come to the power of rotation, and to not waste some stuff, we decide that let them take first, and we're going to try to take it back. And so we didn't try to fight on the first tower rotation. They took it, and then we fight back for the tower of rotation. And this is our one of the biggest fights. It was not the biggest one, but was on the bigger fight. Let me show you how it was. So the fight for the tower of rotation is here. This is some of the reports. I sadly don't have all of them. When we attack, looks like they were a little bit distracted. I don't know, so we could took it. And this is the list of the first assault. Like after, as you can see, our server has heavily four big KAs. We have more than this four, but the heavily one is four big KA. There is Outback Gone, there is Seti, and Bully, and, and Lorna. So this is our big guys. And then this is a little bit of our side list. This was the enemy that was in the garrison. So we took it. Sadly, the big boys were not inside defend the garrison when we assault first at 3 UTC right after they took it for the first time that we didn't fight for. We not even declared a war on the first one. And then we took it back here, this, and then there was some tries. Here they was trying to take it back. Here has already the big guys inside, like Angie is one of the big guys. He's 200 mil power, and he actually has tier 8s, but not this one. He tier 8 his Cyrus first. So this one was not a tier 8 troop because he decided to tier 8 this Cyrus one. So this is one of the try to take it back, and we defend. And here it's right after we start to assault the flag right in front of the tower of rotation, the middle one. We assault again, and we could took it right away, but the fight for the city was not at that time. We could take it, we clean the flags, we try to defend the position, but we wait until until 12 UTC when we really make the assault coming from here, the tower. That was the second flag that we took, and they had flags here, here, and here, and we need to destroy all the flags. We fight for these at that time, but we didn't assault the city right away. We keep coming. We took this flag. We took another flag here, and then we start a fight over here to this flag. We took these two here, 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 and we start to assault this flag. That was their flag that was connecting to this city. They didn't come from this path, right? They didn't come from the left side. They come from here, from the south. So that was the path they took. So at about 12 UTC, we fight for this flag. That was the big fight. And also we assault the city. Was kind of both of the same time. So we fight badly here, we switch to fight for the city, and then we could take the city. Let me show the report. Just a second, I'm going to show the city in a bit. Even though we didn't declare war, right? But when they was trying to take the city, we assault. They rallied to the tower, even though there was could be hitting on field. We assault the rally, and I didn't show this. Was us trying to just bother them while they was hitting the tower and take for them. So we didn't press her too hard. You can see that our rally goes down. Was not like a big wave of taxi rallies or what. Was just to attack them and try to get some points from this. And here goes our rally again. The big boys with KAs up ahead. Then there is some guys with Lubu, and the list keep going. And here is the defense on that assault, right? And okay, so let me show now the city. So here is after the tower of rotation, we keep pushing, and here is some fights over after we took the city and we was making counter rallies when we were stuck in the alliance flags. They was rallying us. So this is also some fights over there. A lot of kills, as you can see here. Boli, Lorna, uh, Gone, and Outback. Very strong guys and deer. Here is Engine Cytos, the one that hit T8 a little bit after this fight, because this was the first day fight. People was not yet T8, but this was the one he T8 first. And let's go. Here is the fight. So here is the fight at 12 UTC when we start to assault the city. So here was fights for flags to also assault the city at Ram, as you see right after. This start at about 13 UTC, and let me show here, because here start to be some more big fights and you can see some big numbers coming. And here is the list of people that who was fighting, and I was mainly, this I can explain why I was using Lubu. And as you can see, the big guys were here. Louis was present and Jine was present. So except the Korean, if I remember, he was not here at that time, but some of the big guys was there. And the main reason that I was using Lubu is because we are very heavy in swords, as you can see over the list. We have many swords also. So I was very guarded to be not bothered by the pikemen's in overall. So my Lubu was performing very well. This is how a fight of my Lubu was. So you can see, uh, let's go for stats, and you can see how the damage was. Zhao Yun was healing very well. I was using, as you can see, Paying Blood, right? So Paying Blood was what I choose. Also, the ring is Celestial Spark for my Timir. And I was about to try Attila after, but we had no opportunity there because some at some point the fight started to go slow down, so I had no opportunity to try Attila. And so it's a little bit overview if you want to see how was uh, the KA's fights. This is a little report of the KA fights. Um, as you can see, so let's go back again. And then after we also fight for a flag, this is already some long fights, was not that long, for the 5 minutes assault to try to taking down the flag. And we trade very positive, as you can see here. The trade was very positive. And here is another assault against that same flag that you can see. There is a very big one assault, even though we trade very positive anyway. They was about to defend, but this fight was more distracting when the declared war of the city was about to finish. And right after this, we start to remove some players from the rally to lose the rally. Then we lose this rally, let them win, we retreat back, and then we teleport everyone together to assault the city of Ram. So let me show first here. This is the big fights with KA doing 7 millions. Oh, another thing, let me show first. This is the duration of this fight, was 15 minutes rally against the flag. So yes, was a big one. We reinforced a lot, and this is how it goes. This is the report, and then we fight for the city of Run. Then we just teleport there, and we had a quick assault And on this quick assault, we take down the garrison and we took the city very quickly, very fast. They had no much defense against this. And then we start to do taxi rallies non-stop. We took that city, and after this, the fights that we took was start to be a little more is slow down. They somehow, let me show the map, so they somehow slow down, so we push quickly to come to here, then here, then here. When they start to run to reach the gate and try to come to here, but they somehow looks like they did a mistake because the sub stronghold was in this position here. Here was the sub stronghold, the one they need to defend, and they could not defend. Sorry, was here, was this flag was the sub stronghold that they could not defend, and they were not connected from here to this city, so they could not drop a sub stronghold on this side to make the way to get to the eternal helm. And by this was when things were decided, because we took the city quickly, easy, and then the sub stronghold was not defended. We don't know how, why, and they don't defend sub stronghold, so then everything falls. This flag they tried to defend hard when they was coming and try to connect nowadays after they see that everything got disconnected. The T8 guy was defending badly here. It was a bad time for us because was on the one or the majority of our players are not online, so it was tough. But either way, after many tries, we could pass. I come later on to this fight also because sometimes I need to sleep, and that was it. And we took this, and then we took full control of the side, and we send our second alliance through this way. Second alliance get inside to the palace also, and we let the two small ones get inside too, and we let them participate, take the achievements over the castle. That was a peaceful zone 3 because we could push away 162. So now I'm gonna try to show some images of the fights that I had recorded. Let me check. So here was the assault that we made at 3 UTC against the Tower of Rotation, the middle one, and we declared a war, and here start the rallies going. So yeah, here's the defend. Let me fast forward. So here is when we hit the tower, and the garrison, of course, goes pretty easy. That's not a big deal. And then you can see a little bit how it is, how was the DPS overall. Malibu was doing very well, even though we have many KAs like Outback is KA, Zeti KA, Bully, and yeah, also Lorna. But Lorna was play field, if I remember well at that time. Is not here on the rally. He was the one that was on the field. And here is the garrison. And the garrison was going not much problem. And here come our first taxi rally passing by, uh, but no much contest from this taxi rally. And we are kind of just defeating the garrison, and we took it not with much difficult. As you see, the garrison got down, and after this was more like whoever get inside was being smashed, and was like this for a long time. A long time like this. At some point, they, you see, here comes the counter rally. So this is when the counter rally hit us. But also, as you can see, it's not even a full one. I can't remember if they got swarmed over the path or what. I can't remember. But the counter rally was not too much effective. They was not ready for this time that we start to counter attack them. And then we took it here, uh, and here comes another rally that we are counter rally here. And this was a oh sorry, this was the reinforced one. They tried to reinforce, but again, very fast. It goes quickly. So it was not much contest here. It's just to show you guys. So that was that one. Let me show you now. Give me a second. That was the massive fight that we made against the flag that was nearby the city of Ram. There is a city on the center, so you can see a little bit of this fight. And again, as you can see, Lubu running really spoofy, really very well on the rally. I can't compete that much with the KAs, of course, but even though I am over there doing something, and it's only one pikeman here on the side. Now they have three pikemans, four pikemans, but the fact that we have KAs, the pikemans could not do much. They go down very fast. They try to reinforce with these pikemans, but the pikemans was washed away too much fast, too much fast. The KA just melt them down, and this fight keep going on. As you see, many taxis rallies running all over the place, and again here is another fight going on. Louis Lebeau is really strong. Here he's already enjoying using his Cyrus. That's very strong. So when the rally is like this, very small, and giant Cyrus was really doing something because everyone was hitting him. So he was counterattack everyone. So he could do something in this condition, even though in general it's still bad because it's not like he's that big to could defend himself against the KAs. He was not TA yet, and I guess even if he was, it's too much KAs. And one of our KAs is already on the path of TA two. Still not there, but it's on the path. So here was a long time of fighting here, then a lot of reinforced new fights, and then it keep going. Let me keep passing here. So let me see what more we can have. So here we took, and then we start to try to hold this flag. As you can see, here is the flag that I took about. So now the city was disconnected. We took the city, and these are the flag here. Was the flag they could defend, but that flag was more a bait that we used to migrate later on to take the city of Ram. So here goes, and keep going on the fights, and they try. Here are they try to getting down our flag when we are building. So they try hard this, even with the massive. Let me show here number of cities close to the flag where they there is a point that I show. Let me go back a little bit here. This, as you see, there is a lot of dots, red dots over the flag that they could easily reinforce. Go back here. Let me try show this. So here you have Louis, there is a big guy right close the flag, so it's very difficult to us to maintain this because Louis is one of the Kraken close to the flag. You had the Korean guy that was also close by, and Engine, so it was very tough to keep this flag alive when we were fighting, right? And this keep going for a long time. So it's more than 36 minutes we are fighting for this. And then let me keep going here. And then let's go. And after this, we jump everyone to the left side of the city and we directly attack the city. So I don't have the record exactly moment because I was coordinate more stuffs and start to do the taxis rallies. So was a little bit more difficult, but we assault here. We took down the garrison right away. And after took down the garrison, here whoever was also of them in the garrison here, so here start the garrison fight, but they could not reinforce much and they was forced to get out from that flag and come to here to fight now for the battle ram city. But it was too bad to them, right? And from now on was much more a time thing to keep hitting the city to get down the durability, then we could take it. Was basically this was our more intensive fight. So was like 2 3 hours of intensive fight, non-stop flags run, hitting here and there, field fights and stuff like that. But after this they kind of went in a bad time slot and we slow down and then we come back and finish the job pushing everything out. So it's kind of this that I would like to present to you all. Was a little bit about how it was our DD. Give me just more a second. And to finish the video, right, it's our fight was, like I said, very okay fight. We was just with no offensive alliance inside the palace. We took the palace, we took all the path, we took everything, we took back the gate they went for, and then everything else was taken from us here. And then let me show you how it finished. Here it's our points. So we end with 72 billion overall. They finish with 30, right? And then here is the rankings, and this is Outback took the first place, I got second, and then Lorna, Garland, Tormenta, Louis is the first one of them. Big shout for Louis, fight a lot, was very enjoy to play this DD. Trump, the engine guy, very tough guy to fight against. Akazi, and then Zit, aka Gon, very thankful for him for invite me to the server, and then the Korean guy, and keep going. So this is kind of our fight. We have a lot of players with high score, we fight a lot. Was a very fun overall match, even though all of these our Stellar Glory had an issue because our last ME we fight against 183. So because we fight 183, that was a dead server, we could not get points, while 58, that was in fourth place, they fight Kingdom 1, that was in second place, we were in first, and this fight make both make a lot of points, but 58 could climb a lot because they fight 4 hours for Imperial City, and this skyrocket 58. That 58 could cross us, and because of that server in our final match, we could not keep up and catch them, and then 58 become the first place. On the DD is 58 against 58, 77, Kingdom 1, and 116. They had the most fun DD because they had 4 big server, big four at our size. All of them, it's our size server. So it was a very fun in theory, but 77, they make alliance with 58, and then 58 push and destroy 160 116 with the support of 77, and 77 push and destroy Kingdom 1 with the support too. So yeah, that was the outcome there. And then in the end, they have no fight for the final policy, 58 and 77. And 77 took the policy, and they are the big winner of this Stellar Glory season. Congrats to 58 to took it. Sadly, we could not keep up our first place that we could be almost all the season. We was in first place, but because our last matchmaker to be against server 183 in ME, and then we got this DD with only one active server and two server that's not our size, that should not be in the same bracket, we could not make to keep the first place. But even though it was a very fun, a very fun DD, I enjoy a lot. I am thankful for everyone here in 98 and for the fun, and for everyone from 162 to have fun. The video is very long. I'm sorry for that, but is a resume over the D, and the D is a 1 week fight, so it's not easy to resume. So sorry for the big video, and that's for today. If you were curious about what march I were using, these are the march. Of course, this is not one of them, right? I was just holding to check how much equipments I have, and the correct march is like this. But this dude, he's not over here right now because he's a pikeman currently. So the correctly one was Belisarius with Elizabeth and Ashoka. So that's my fifth march. Sorry. So this was the march that I am using. So Lubu, and then uh, Ramses, Miyamoto, this auto lineup, and Belisarius. That is my 5 lineups. So it was very fun. Thank you all to watch the video. I catch you in the next one. Consider it to subscribe the channel, drop a like if you enjoy, and let me know on the comments what you would like to see. I don't know if I would had more people to watch the streaming if it was streaming the fight, but because I am helping to own the leadership, it's a little bit difficult to coordinate the things, to make marks, to be doing strategy, and at the same time to streaming what is happening, because I to do that I need to set up delays, because we are fighting the enemy, and the enemy could be watching what we are doing and our sets, and we are always on Discord discussing what is about to happen. So I'm sorry, that's not easy to me to make this streaming. Also, then I am helping with the leadership. Thank you very much for going to invite me to help. The leadership was not my goal when I come here. He just put me there, so I'm helping. And also, I'm very thankful for Mifan, that is now coordinate us on the leadership. He's now our R4, R5, and he's really good strategist, and he helped us a lot to do what we did. That was take our all of our objective. We took 3 gates, 1, 2, 3. We took everything on the map except this gate because is too much because of the cost of the flag. Just to you understand what I mean by cost of the flag is this. This is the cost of the flag right now currently is 250k to build a flag on zone 2, and to build a flag on the final zone is really expensive. Yeah. This is the cost to build a flag on the final zone, 300k. But was very fun. We did a lot, and we got a lot of goals. Like, I'm sorry, here this is the amount of currents that we was making, 79 an hour. So it was okay to cross the map and do everything. And that's it. It's too much. I'm sorry by the for the long video. And thank you if went to here to the end. Thank you very much. We catch in the next one, and that's it. I would show you that we have at the same time a fix MGE that was very well coordinated by the leadership and no rogues, no nothing, and he could make it very low, even though we was fighting a lot and did training at the same time. It was very well coordinated. Thank you very much for the leadership for that. And that's it. Thank you all. See you in the next one. Bye bye.